Hey guys, it's Sketchy Humor here. This video is going to be very interesting because we are talking about the ARTURA. Hit the intro. Let's talk spec and tech of McLaren ARTURA. Okay, it comes with a twin turbocharged V6 engine with with an electric motor which can produce 95 PS, and the whole power plant produced 680 horsepower. And they said they used all their technology that they learned from F1 and the P1, because P1 also a hybrid car but not a proper hypercar. This time they comes with a proper hybrid powertrain. So it produces overall 680 horsepower, and the electric motor that gives the proper throttle response immediately like an electric car. So you, whenever you press minor throttle, you can get a proper boost of a power. So that's it for the technology spec and tech, because I don't like this figures and all that. I like design. So let's jump into the Photoshop and see the design. Okay, so McLaren. Okay, so this is the side view of Artura. Actually, I really like the design of this car, especially the proportions. The car is very planted, well proportioned, very McLaren-esque. The top point very beautiful greenhouse like 720S. This is a very McLaren character lens that the first time introduces in McLaren 720S. But there is a very, but it is a very like a dim it is a very soft line, not a sharp line like McLaren 720S. And uh, and the side intake, I love the side air intake. It is very beautiful. Most of the people tell that it is a successor of McLaren 720S. As you can see, the McLaren 720S, it is not as near, but it looks much prettier than the McLaren 570S. As you can see, in this McLaren 570S side view, the air intake is very similar in shape. Okay, then, but this carbon fiber part looks, I think it is a aftermarket part that puts on this side of this car, and it doesn't look like, it doesn't look pretty than this is look much prettier than the McLaren 570S. And as you know the specs of this car creates 680 horsepower. If I'm not wrong, I think 680 or 640, I am not confirmed, but this car creates 640 600ish horsepower. So it is not a sports car now, it's proper a supercar. So as you can see, it is nowhere near the successor of McLaren 570S. It is ground up a new car. So we are talking about the side view design. So I love this air intake, very organic feeling, very emotional design. See, if they did that, this is going to be a product design ish air intake, but they did it well. They they didn't make it carbon, looks like a carbon fiber, but they add this thickness in this fender like this. So it becomes a very highlighted, it is a very highlight air intake, but not that much than the 570s like this. So well done McLaren. So I'm 50-50 about this ad, but I know it is functional, it is important for this, so I can live with this lures, whatever it is. So at the okay and the other thing is line continuity with this design is very good. See, I think they sharpen this line, and I think they made from this it, then it looks more like a continuity design. So I think I will fix this in this video. Okay, so you see this line starts from there and enters into the headlight, and starting from this point, this turns into, and it is a proper overlapping lines continuously overlapping lines make the silhouette of this side view of this car, and starting from this point, and you can follow all the air intake until this point, which is a very excellent design feature. Okay, on the other hand, this is a very McLarenish line. My only concern, not concern, the only problem with this side with this line, I don't know where did this line comes from. I think comes from this angle, but didn't go anywhere. So I think they didn't put this line there. Or as we can see the side rear view, very McLaren-esque side view. Lot of, I think, inspiration of rear end comes from 570s. You see this shape, it is a very similar in shape, these two shapes. I think from rear they took some inspiration from McLaren 570s, but McLaren 570s isn't a bad car as the McLaren ARTURA. So I think McLaren nailed it with the design, and I hope you like design as well. This is the rear three-quarter view of a car, or three rear view of a car. Okay, I see which direction in the McLarens want to go. I think they took a lot of inspiration from their P1, which is a hypercar. See these shapes. See these shapes. 1 minute. Okay, see these shapes. They are very P1-esque shapes, and there another hypercar which is Alva, which is a speedster. They took a lot of inspiration. They took inspiration from of their taillights from Alva. They also have this type of taillights and the same exhaust pipes. Location of the exhaust pipe, mostly rear end, comes from two cars, P1 and the P1 at the Alva, which is not a bad thing because these two products are a very important and a very famous products of McLaren. So it is not a bad thing. They took inspiration from their previous cars. It is a good thing, and from the rear end it is a very McLaren-esque, very organic McLaren. So I think McLaren did it well with this rear three-quarter view. I don't think that this need anything else. It is a very perfect, very basic tail lights, very organic exhaust pipes, very beautiful diffuser lines. Everything's to the point and well proportioned and well done. McLaren nailed it with the rear three-quarter view of this car, or rear end of this car. So until this point, my opinion about this car is very positive, but now we are talking about some minor design, not issues, minor design flaws that McLaren, I think they did this for some reason, but I think they're minor, little bit minor, more room of improvement. So okay, so I think the position of DRLs, the position of these DRLs, I think this is not a correct position for this DRLs. And the other thing, I don't like this mustache type curve. It looks like McLaren wear a mustache, so it looks very weird to me. So I think I fixed this view. I fixed this line into a straight proper, a sober mustache, not a funky mustache. And I think this DRL needs to move right there with this sharp crease to continue. So if you see, the DRL starts from there and didn't go anywhere. Okay, so it looks very weird. So I think this edge from this corner to this corner, DRL starts from there and ended there. I think then it looks much better than this. So on the otherwise, the front end looks very good, very planted, well proportioned, well thought out, and everything is functional, not a fake vents, which I'm a very big fan of. And let's see. And the other thing, in my side view I said that I did minor redesign like this, so I attached the picture in the end of the video, so you you see in the end the picture that the redesign that I minor did on the side view. So let's jump into the Photoshop and redesign the minor front end and the minor side view. So this is, until next time, this is me, Sketch Humor, signing off. Take it easy.